Okay, to finish up talking about the barometer, which is right here, the atmospheric pressure in the barometer pushes down on the mercury and forces it up the tube. So now these conversion factors here. So 1 atm is equal to 14.7 pounds per inches squared or square inch, which is equal to 101,325 pascals, which is equal to 101.325 kilopascals, which is equal to 760 torr, 760 millimeters of mercury, and 29.92 inches of mercury. So all of these numbers here are equal. And we're going to do some conversion factor problems to get to a desired pressure. Okay, so a pressure gauge records a pressure of 450 kPa. We're going to convert this measurement to atmospheres and millimeters of mercury. Okay, so it's important to know these conversions. So we look here. What we're going to talk about right now is called dimensional analysis. And we're going to use this all year. All right, with dimensional analysis, think of canceling of units. We want to cancel our units with dimensional analysis. So a key thing with dimensional analysis, or factor label method is called as well, we're going to start with the given number. We're going to write that down. So we want 450 kPa. So we're starting in kPa. We're going to put a little time sign with a little line. And it says we want to go to atmospheres. Okay, so wherever we're trying to go needs to be on top of this line in the numerator here. So ATM must go here. And since we want to get to ATM, we need to have our kPa unit cancel out. So that kPa needs to be down here. Now you're probably wondering, well, what numbers are we going to put there? We're just not going to cancel out units. And you're correct. That's why it was important to look at these, and this slide's going to be jumbled now because I don't want to erase this, looking at these conversion factors. So, the conversion factor that goes with ATM is 1, and the conversion factor that goes with kPa is 101.325. So when I do dimensional analysis problems, putting them in my calculator, I'd like to multiply the number I'm given by the numerator, hit equals, and then divide by the denominator. And if this problem was 4 or 5 steps, I would do the same exact thing. Multiply, divide, hit equals, multiply, divide, hit equals. So 450 times 1 obviously is the same number, so 450 divided by 101.325. And I should get 4.44 ATM. So I see kPa is gone. We're left in ATM, just where we want to be. Okay, so now part B. We want to go from 450 kPa. We want to go to millimeters of mercury. So mmHg needs to be on the top, and kPa needs to be on the bottom. So we can get rid of that. The number that corresponds with millimeters of mercury is 760. And the same number corresponds with kPa, 101.325. So 450 times 760 hit equals, divided by 101.325, and I get around 3,375.28 millimeters of mercury. And I'll write this again. I'll write it down here. So our answer should be 3,375.28, or if I put this in scientific notation, 1, 2, 3, 3.38 times 10 to the third millimeters of mercury.